Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq is one of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad who is famous for his honesty and truth. He is often referred to as a truth seeker because of his attitude, which always seeks the truth even though it is detrimental to him. Therefore, Abu Bakar Ash Shidiq often gets nicknames that reflect his honesty. Some of them are as follows. 1. As-siddiq. Abu Bakr Siddiq was a Muslim leader who was born in Mecca in 573 AD. He was the only son of Abdul Muttalib, a leader of the Quraysh in Mecca. Abu Bakr had great influence among the Quraysh and was recognized as a leader and warrior. Abu Bakr married a woman named Ruman. They have two children, namely Abdurrahman and Aisha. Aisha married the Prophet Muhammad in 595 AD. Abu Bakr was a Muslim from the start. He was one of the 10 people close to the Prophet Muhammad who were first given revelations. Abu Bakr was the first person to embrace Islam. He was very obedient to Allah and loved Prophet Muhammad very much. After the Prophet Muhammad died, Abu Bakr was chosen as the first caliph by subsequent caliphs. He served as the leader of the Muslims for 2 years, from 632 to 634 AD. During his reign, Abu Bakr sent troops to fight the polytheists in Mecca and conquer them. He also sent troops to conquer other cities in the surrounding area. Abu Bakr has left a trail that will not be forgotten. He is known as a sincere and loyal person to the Prophet Muhammad and the Islamic religion. He is one of the most respected people among Muslims. He is a good example for Muslims and is considered a hero of Islam.
Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq was a friend of the Prophet Muhammad who was known as the friend who was most loved by the Prophet Muhammad. He was one of the 10 people guaranteed to go to heaven by the Prophet Muhammad. Abu Bakr was a successful and wealthy businessman. He also became one of the first Muslim leaders. He was chosen by the Prophet Muhammad to replace his position as caliph after the death of the Prophet Muhammad. Abu Bakr was a very brave and courageous person to face the enemies of Islam. He was a firm believer in Allah and determined to expand the power of Islam. He also waged war against the enemies of Islam such as the Jews and the Ghassals. Abu Bakr also consolidated Islamic rule in Medina and spread it throughout the Arab world. He also built the Islamic legal system and promoted Islamic culture and culture. Abu Bakr died in 634 AD, and was followed by Umar bin Khattab as the next caliph. He is remembered and respected as one of the finest people in Islamic history.
Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq is one of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad who is famous for his honesty and truth. He is often referred to as a truth seeker because of his attitude, which always seeks the truth even though it is detrimental to him. Therefore, Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq often gets nicknames that reflect his honesty. Some of them are as follows. 1. As-siddiq, which means the righteous. This is one of the nicknames most often used to describe Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq. 2. Al-Amin, which means a trusted person. This describes the honesty and trustworthiness of Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq. 3. Al-Faruq, which means one who distinguishes. This describes his ability to distinguish between right and wrong. 4. Al-Qadi, which means one who judges. This illustrates Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq's ability to make fair decisions. 5. Al-Mujib, which means one who grants wishes. This illustrates how he always grants other people's wishes. 6. As-Sahib al-Hujjah, which means owner of evidence. This illustrates the ability of Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq to provide strong evidence to support his opinion. 7. Al-Hadi, which means guide. This illustrates Abu Bakr Ash Shidiq's ability to give the right instructions. The values of Islamic education contained in the leadership of Abu Bakar Ash Shidiq include 1. Exemplary. Abu Bakar Ash Shidiq is a good example. He always carried out his duties and responsibilities well and always followed the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. He was also one of the first converts to Islam, proving his fortitude and ability to wage a spiritual struggle. 2. Honesty. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is known as an honest person. He never lied or betrayed. He also always tries to maintain honesty and never makes mistakes. 3. Firmness. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is known as a firm person. He was always consistent and adhered to religious principles. He also tried to maintain a balance between religious policies and principles. 4. Justice. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq always tries to maintain justice and does not side with any party. He is also always fair in handling problems and providing quality public services. 5. Loyalty. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is known as a loyal person. He is always faithful to his promises and always tries to carry out his duties properly. Efforts to implement the values of Islamic education above an education can be done by 1. Instilling noble values. Educators must model noble attitudes such as exemplary, honesty, fairness, firmness and loyalty to be taught to students. 2. Building trust. Educators must continue to build trust between educators and students, so students will feel comfortable and motivated to learn. 3. Creating a conducive atmosphere. Educators must create a conducive educational atmosphere, so that students can interact smoothly and have good discussions. 4. Provide meaningful teaching. Educators must provide meaningful teaching to students and ensure that the learning they receive can be beneficial for their future. 5. Provide opportunities to practice. Educators must provide opportunities for students to practice and develop the noble values that have been learned. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is one of the most famous companions of the Prophet Muhammad and contributed greatly to Islam. He was one of the most loyal and most obedient companions of the Prophet. He fought a lot against infidels and fought to uphold Islam. He also played a role in spreading Islam throughout the Arabian Peninsula. He is also recognized as one of the most intelligent companions of the Prophet. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is a good example and role model for Muslims and an icon in Islamic history.